ingenuity, thinking anew, constant searching for new solutions. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. It's got to be different this time. It's got to be different. You know that old definition of insanity. What? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? If you try to starve your weight away the last time, why do you think this is going to work? If you rewrote my program the last time, why do you think you're going to rewrite it now? Why do you think that you can skip things and add things when it didn't work the last time? I have an idea. Why don't we do it the way it's written? Okay. Wow, what a novel idea. Why don't we not change anything? Why don't we look within our behaviors rather than looking in the written word? Because there is no shortcut. Okay? There is no shortcut. You know, people think they're going to put a quarter in some slot machine and win billions of dollars. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You really have to take the steps. Thinking anew. Okay, this didn't work. What can I do now? What effort can I put into it now to do it better? To do it better. It's all about doing it better. He says, understood as the prerequisite of great accomplishment, diligence stands as one of the most difficult challenges facing any group of people who take on the tasks of risk and consequence. Yeah, it's a very, very daunting challenge, but the rewards are great. So here's the question. Are you ready? Okay. If I ask you who's ready to lose weight, everybody's going to raise their hand. Are you ready to give up the anesthesia of overeating? Less hands go up. Okay. Are you willing to be uncomfortable a little bit to get what you want? Even less hands go up. Because you come in here and you tell me how desperate you are to lose weight. And I tell you all the things that you really need to do. Okay, you want to come to class? No. You want to write down your food? No. You want to do portion control? No. You want to drink water? No. You want to exercise? No. You want to lose weight? Yeah! Yeah! Okay? We want to lose weight without changing anything. And I know who's guilty. We're all guilty. Okay? But the only constant in life is change. It is the only constant in life. So let's start the book, which we're not going to finish. We're just going to barely get started, okay? And let's start Fatitudes. Fatitudes. Stay tuned, because next week you're going to have to come back and keep reading, all right? Fatitudes. So what is a fatitude? Fatitudes are thoughts and feelings that lead to self-defeating behavior, okay? I can't do this. It's so hard. I'm never going to lose weight. I'm only going to gain it back. Fatitudes result in yo-yo dieting, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining it back faster than you lost it. Who's ever been there? Who's ever been there? Fatitudes, shame and guilt. Shame about the eating, guilt about the eating, shame about gaining it back. Who's ever been there? Thank you. Binging. Fatitudes result in binging. Okay? I'm going to binge today and starve tomorrow. I'm going to binge today and eat less tomorrow. I'm going to have just one. Big lie. Big lie. Fatitudes result with preoccupation with food. We are constantly thinking about what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, what I'm eating, what I'm not eating. And that is fairly normal in the beginning. Okay? Because Rambam says when you have a bent stick, okay, you can't just straighten it out. You have to bend it all the way the other way, and then eventually it gets straightened out. We come in here like bent sticks. Okay? We're bent sticks when we come in here. What do you think? Oh, I'm just going to, overnight, I'm going to take the program, it's going to be perfect? No. You have to bend it all the way the other way. Yes, you have to be concerned with what you're eating and how you're eating and recipes and coming to class and losing weight and exercise and water. And then you know what happens? The stick gets straightened out. You will always have to be thinking about it, okay? But it becomes a little bit more automatic. And you know what comes in between the meals? Your life. Your life. You know what comes between the food and it becomes automatic. And that preparation becomes more automatic. You get more efficient. You become more efficient at what you need to do. Who works outside the home? Who's ever had a job outside the home? When you first started, you knew nothing. You knew nothing. You got trained, you became more efficient at what you're doing. I always tell you the story. When I started here, my first lecture was horrible. I called Irma, who was the founder of the program. I said, that was pretty bad, wasn't it? She said, yes. It was bad. Why I came back, I'll never know. But over the last, I can't even begin to tell you how many years, I became more efficient. And it came as a result of doing. When I first started, it took me half a day to make a vegetable soup. Okay, I promise you, half a day to make a vegetable soup. Now, first of all, I became more efficient because not everything has to be fresh, you know what I mean? Could be frozen. But now, you know, and it's much more, I do it much more efficiently. I do my preparation much more efficiently. I write down my food much more efficiently. And it only comes as a result of doing it. There are no shortcuts, okay? Poor self-image. Who's ever had poor self-image as a result of overeating? Not even the weight. Forget about the weight for a second. Have you ever just had this horrible binge, and then you go somewhere and somebody tells you how gorgeous you look? Who's ever had that experience? Yes. And you feel so awful because everything is tight and everything is red and ridged and you can hardly breathe and you feel like a stuffed kachka up here, you know. And they're telling you how gorgeous you're looking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, like you know. So that shame and guilt and poor self-esteem, you know. Emotional eating. So fatitudes result in emotional eating. I need something. I need something because I'm nervous. And you know what else? You know what else? It is much easier for me to grab a bag of pretzels than to tell you I'm angry at you. You understand that? Okay, that's totally using the food. Using the food. This is all about fatitudes. So your job to decide every day, do I have attitude or do I have fatitude? We are going to continue next week. Hopefully maybe we'll finish the book next week, and if we don't, so we're not in a hurry here. We're not in a hurry. You are going to be with me for a while.